Thank y'all
What's
for
up?
coming
What's
out,
up?
man. It's been real.
But hey,
What's up, y'all?
Minnesota cannot stop Cleveland right now. This is crazy.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Blitz presented by Man Down Sports. Got another nice rundown for you this Sunday morning before the games kick off. We'll try to make sure we get you out of here by the time the first ball is already kicked off in London, but nobody's watching that game anyway.
They kicked off. I'm watching it, Chris.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's football.
Come on, man.
but
Don't do the NFL like that, man. Yeah, people watching the game.
it's Carson Wentz versus Dylan Gabriel. I mean, how interesting really can it be? So
You saw
But
David
it-
and Joe
it is
just,
for-
he just went airborne.
it
for
is
sure.
football, so we do got football live, but then the stateside game's kicking off at 1:00. So I'm trying to make sure we get you guys out of there. You see the rundown on the side. Got a good topics to talk about today. Before we get into it though, man, how y'all doing? How's your weekend, man? Everything straight?
Hey, man, we good, man. You sound like you sick. My son was sick. You know what I mean? I had to go check and see if he had COVID. You know what I mean? I guess it's going around.
I just got a little cold because I sat underneath the air conditioning unit
Well,
for a couple days straight.
Make sure you take care of it. Don't you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go ahead and get your hot tea and lemon and honey.
Yeah, I'm already taking care of it. We're gonna be good.
Jay, I watched UFC fight last night.
Man, you know what? I didn't. I went to the movies and watched that UFC movie with The Rock in it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, was that good?
Yeah, I went to the movies and watched the UFC movie with The Rock in it.
So you ain't gonna tell me if it was good enough.
Yeah, man, The Rock is a phenomenal actor. Yeah.
You sound like the Secretary of War. It's like the lady told him it's a yes or no question.
Hey,
you know, The Rock is a really good actor.
Secretary of War went on stage and did the sexual chocolate, and he said,
was Donald J. Trump. Was
he said, no more beardos.
Wow. Gotta love it.
Yo, man.
Wow.
This is crazy.
That was a decent movie that you watch at the house, man.
Okay, all right.
One of them.
So you should have just went and saw him then.
Nah, I should have.
They went for it on fourth down and got it. Hey, they go. Hey, look like Dylan Steve Young got there, dog.
Yeah, it looked like Quinshon Judkins is Steve Young.
Hey, but why they couldn't do it when Flacco was out there though?
Well, Minnesota is I don't know what's going on with Minnesota, but Dylan Gabriel has turned into a phenomenal 180 quarterback today. Phenomenal.
Explain what 180 quarterback mean.
Turn around, hand it off to Judkins.
Do a complete.
That's all he was gonna be.
Do a 180. Turn around, hand it to Judkins.
That's all he was gonna be.
He looks phenomenal.
Hell of a game.
I didn't expect him to actually be a quarterback today. So
I mean, he looked comfortable out there at least. You know what I mean? He looked like he ready for the moment.
He looks capable.
He looks really comfortable handing the ball off to Quinshon Judkins. I mean, comfortable. Yeah. Footwork is phenomenal.
Yeah, but the defense gotta respect something about his arm and his ability if they not putting 9 in the box.
So y'all
like his 9 in the box.
Y'all forget that man.
Okay,
does have
here we
a
go,
cannon.
Mel. Here we go, Mel. He finna throw it up.
Oh Lord, have mercy. That was the Joe Montana throwaway that we was talking about last night.
That Dwight Clark went and got.
Dwight Clark. Except Dwight Clark ain't out there.
That's the one. That was the one.
Oh, y'all ahead of me. I gotta see it.
So speaking of turning around and handing the ball off, that is exactly how Thursday night's game ended, in a very questionable fashion with a very questionable play call from Sean McVay. To give the Niners the overtime win against the Rams in LA, although it looked like San Francisco South, to beat them 26-23.
Yeah.
It was a shootout.
He threaded the needle down, Mel.
Mm-hmm.
He put
It
that
was a
thing in there.
shootout. I was a little disappointed in Matt Stafford. I wanted him to pull it off. And if I was Sean McVay, 4th and 1, you got an okay running back, but they was expecting that call. What sometimes I like when you have a quarterback that's not that mobile, like when Peyton Manning do a bootleg and sneak out for 3 or 4 yards. That's what I would have expected them to call instead of just saying, man, we got a better O-line than y'all's and a better running back. We can get this yard. I mean, that's not the case.
It was the right decision. It was the wrong play call.
It was definitely the wrong play call. But what I'm surprised at is that when they stacked the box the way that they stacked it, that a quarterback like Matthew Stafford didn't change the play.
Yes.
That's what surprised me.
Yeah.
Like if they they lined up, San Francisco lined up with like 11 in the box. They left the receivers. They were like, they finna run the ball. Like, why wouldn't Stafford change out of the play? I don't understand.
They saw that look twice. They saw that look before, then they called timeout. And I think Sean McVay, the trust that the relationship that him and Stafford have, I think there was a lot of trust involved in that, where Matthews just let the play call be the play call, because maybe Sean saw something that he felt like that play would expose. So maybe that's why Matthew Stafford didn't check out of it. But when they came out of the timeout and the box was still loaded and they still came out in jumbo, I was like, maybe it's a play action,
No, that's not why he didn't check out of it. I'm gonna give you a real stat of why Matt Stafford didn't check out of it.
Okay.
There was one play ran for negative yards all game Thursday, and it was that play. They hadn't got stopped behind the line of scrimmage the whole game.
Yeah.
So at this point you have success.
Take your shot. Well, we've been successful all night. Why not do it again?
But you, with the game on the line, you don't want to make that call, in my opinion. A bootleg would have been cool, I suppose, Mel, but
yeah.
Stafford's arm kept you in the game the whole night. It brought you back into the game, in fact.
Sure did.
So you got Puka, you got Devontae, you got Tutu. So a quick little crossing route. Had a tight end, a rub route. Anything. There's so many ways the schema got open for a yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And as creative as McVay is, I think he tried. I think he overthought it. Oh man, they're gonna expect me to do this, so I may as well do this. Dude, no, they showed you they expecting you to run the ball to the right there to the B gap.
Yeah,
and what you gonna say? Nope, B gap it is. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like the what kind of proves your point is that they shot the B gap because they knew where it was going. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, 3 people almost got through that gap.
Yeah, they shot one gap, so it is what it is.
And it's cool. Hey, Njoku acting like they just won the Super Bowl.
Motherfucker over there partying.
So
look at it.
Aside from
he's still partying. He's still that gotta be. And it ain't the first touchdown in his career. I promise you that.
It might be the first one this year.
It might. Look at him. He tripping.
Aside from that last play call though, what did you guys see from both teams?
That's an old school divisional, just rough house football game. I particularly like watching it. I thought that it looked like San Francisco was going to win it pretty easily. Matthew Stafford, like you said, came back and turned into Matthew Stafford and started throwing absolute darts to people. And, it had an opportunity to win it and just couldn't do it, Chris.
I hate to be this guy. The Rams are really good, not as good as everybody think. I hate to be this guy. San Francisco might have a controversy brewing.
Ain't lying because Mac Jones look good, boy.
They might have it.
I tell you what, if you can get the same thing from Mac that you can get from Brock, and Brock already think he that dude, and his agent already think he that dude, did they already pay Brock?
They just paid him.
They paid Brock this offseason. They paid Brock this offseason.
Well,
So you got to go with you got to kind of go with it, which is it takes away the controversy.
Yeah, no controversy.
You're right.
None at all. Backup
But
came in and did what he was supposed to do.
There was reports that they wanted Mac Jones, but ownership wanted Trey.
Purdy. Oh, Trey Lance.
Yeah, I think Mac probably would have fit way better when they first grabbed him. But I mean, they thought he was gonna fit really good in New England. I mean, they thought that Bill Belichick had his next guy. He had a little bit of poise with him, and it was some things that kind of reminded you of Tom.
But people forgot that Belichick is a defensive coach.
He is, man.
He can't make a quarterback. Like no. Tom was just Tom.
Yeah, but that's what Josh McDaniels was supposed to be for.
Meanwhile, 20 years later, he's still the OC. Like,
how did Josh McDaniels get his position again? Where he pop up at? Denver? Like, where he come from?
He left New England, went to Denver, and went back.
But what makes him a quarterback guru? I never heard him taking those snaps. Where he come from?
It's not. I don't think he's considered to be a quarterback guru. He's just supposedly a really good offensive coordinator.
But then we found out that he was just really good at stealing the other team's plays.
Yeah.
Yes, sure. Very good.
Really good at it.
Very good.
Elite.
McDaniel is the one. McDaniel's the one that took Tim Tebow in the first round.
That was MAGA motivated. I mean, sometimes we gotta call a spade a spade. A lot of this stuff is MAGA motivated, man. MAGA mind.
There's no rebuttal there. That I wanted to say, man, that was before Mac, but no. That's before we knew MAGA existed.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nah, good call. Sharp eye.
So, I want to ask y'all: are the Niners finding ways to win, or are the teams that they're going against finding ways to lose?
No, I mean, you gotta give it to the Niners. They the common denominator.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
agree.
And Mac Jones probably would have won that game against Jacksonville. Because it was a Brock Purdy fumble, wasn't it?
He did fumble. He did fumble.
He threw an interception, then they scored. Then I mean, he threw an interception. They got the ball back. Then he fumbled.
I know they got buyer's remorse. Brock ain't. I mean, we always knew Brock wasn't who they, thought he was.
Portrayed him to be.
Yeah, but he got him in a headlock because they got a team built around him that if we lose the QB, then all this other stuff we paid for is a waste. Like Bosa and all this defense and Shanahan and CMC.
When is Brandon Ayuk coming back?
They don't know. Scheduling next week.
Really?
Yep. He said at the beginning at the end of training camp, they're looking for a week 6 return.
Yeah.
So I knew this guy that drafted him in fantasy and just set him in IR.
But
whenever he's ready to go, huh?
Yeah. This team that they built around Brock Purdy is not even able to be played right now. He's down 3 receivers. He's down himself. And
you see how Myles Garrett chased him?
Yeah, I did. My bad. Go ahead, Chris.
He's down, basically his whole receiver core. And I kind of figured, once Brock Purdy was actually hit with some adversity, that we would see the real Brock Purdy. I think he was just put in a very good situation, but seeing now that the team is just disintegrating around him, and then now he can't stay healthy.
Well,
it's
Chris,
kind of showing like. Go ahead.
Your crossing route king was Deebo Samuel, and that's what Brock Purdy does excellent. Is throws crossing routes. He's really good on timing routes coming across the middle. But you let Deebo go, and now you don't have Ayuk.
But Purcell can do that.
But he's hurt too. He just came back.
But he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be hurt. Him and Jennings, like their receiving core when healthy is okay.
You like you a Pearsall fan?
No. I'm not a fan of any of them. But I'm just saying they're good. You know what I mean? They're serviceable.
Right.
They got their long guy. They got their intermediate guy. They got their utility guy. And that's all you really need in a good receiving core. But tight end's been out. You lost Bosa for the year. Like they the Walking Dead over there. But they're 4-1.
I was gonna say, but they still surviving.
So when this team is healthy and rolling on all cylinders, I don't care who you got back there at quarterback. It seems that they're gonna be okay. Who'd have thought if I'd have told you, man, 8 people on the 49ers would be hurt by week 5.
And none of them was CMC.
Now y'all to put all y'all money that CMC was gonna be one of the 8.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe 2 of the 8. He'll be like CMC twice. He'll get hurt week 1, he come back week 4 and get hurt again.
It's still early in the season though, Jay. He gonna get hurt.
Dang, man.
It's a possibility.
I'm just saying, but it's not gonna be anything like catastrophic. Yeah, it's just gonna be like his calf is strained again. He'll be out for 3 weeks.
But now you see the success of Mac Jones, right? And this kind of brings up a question. You know, when Brock is healthy, do you go back to Brock or do you stick with what's working until it doesn't? Because Mac Jones is 3-0 right now in relief efforts. So and got the number one in the division.
You go back to Brock, and you know what you got in Mac Jones in case Brock starts sneaking it up or he gets hurt. That toe's going to be nagging the whole year. He's gonna probably have to. He might have should have went the Burrow route and just went ahead and had the surgery.
So I don't think the question is 5-year, $265 million.
Oh yeah.
Well, go back to Brock Purdy.
So yeah. So the question is not if you go back to Brock Purdy. The question is, do you let him rest that toe as long as possible, as long as Mac is winning?
Yeah, not. That's what you do. You
right. But then there's a threshold that if he does too much winning, you might not be able to go back to Brock. You know, according to
let's not forget who the 49ers are. Let's not forget who they are. They've been in this situation before, and they
wasn't quite like that with Montana and Young.
Yes, it was. The elbow injury.
Not quite. Montana was out for the season though.
No. Montana could come back in the playoffs. They just said we sticking with him, and then they traded him to Kansas City.
Sure enough. Yeah. Okay.
Remember the Cowboys did the same thing
with Romo?
No, they did it with Troy Aikman.
They tried to.
But they sat Troy Aikman with one of them concussions. They sat him for a while, but Troy came back the next year and he
was knocking it out the box. And dude stunk it up in that daggone playoff game against Detroit. That was the only Detroit Barry Sanders playoff win they had, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And who was the quarterback? Kramer. They had him looking like Troy Aikman. I was getting him mixed up with Troy Aikman. Kramer was looking so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you know, there comes a you're absolutely right, Mel. There comes a point where if you let Brock Purdy's toe get fully healthy, and let's say the 49ers are sitting at like 8-1, right?
Yeah, that's tough.
How can you sit him down?
That's tough.
Yeah,
you can see him in that big contract, both to New Orleans, and then you reset the market. You reset. You pay Mac Jones way less, and you reset your market, and you rebuild around Mac Jones. You get what I'm saying? That's how you do a quick rebuild without losing.
That's how you do it. If you won't, if your heart ain't in it and you ain't in love with a dude for whatever reason, like, you know, the only way you should be in love with somebody is that he done gave you a couple of Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? I understand being in love with Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or something like that, but being in love with Brock
got him one.
He ain't. They ain't win it. He got him one.
That's the next best thing to winning it.
Trent Dilfer won one. So
no. Trent Dilfer was on the team that won.
Trent Dilfer won. Well, I can say Brock was on the team that got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Trent Dilfer, the ultimate 180 quarterback, brother.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Moving on. So, last week Thursday night, Tyreek Hill suffered a very, very gruesome knee injury that they ended up coming out saying was a dislocated knee, along with torn ligaments in the same knee, ruling him out for the season. Yesterday, it came out that the Dolphins will probably be releasing Tyreek Hill at the end of the season, which would also end up making him an unrestricted free agent. Um, my question to you guys is, one, do you think that this is something that he can come back from, seeing how gruesome and how bad the injury was? And two, if it is, where are like the top 3 landing spots for him to come back to next year?
Well, you watching the guy play right now in Cleveland that came back from an injury like that. Dylan Gabriel when he was at Central Florida.
Yeah, but his game ain't speed though, and cutting.
Agreed. Teddy Bridgewater came back from injury like that.
Not speed and cutting.
The only person that had an injury like that was speed and cutting is, y'all remember Marshawn Lattimore from South Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
When he came back, he wasn't the same player.
Not at all.
I think Cheetah he'll be fine. He'll come back healthy. I think he will have to reshape his game. And if I'm him the whole time I'm out, I'm hitting them weights too. And I come back more of a Steve Smith Sr. receiver than a Tyreek Hill.
You think he can play like that, Jay?
Man, hell no. Ain't no. It's only one, but it's worth a try.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, because listen, you are now J-Dub. You're now Jason Williams with the laterals. Don't worry about that. That's gone.
Right.
Lateral's gone. Understand this. Even if you make a full recovery, lateral is gone. So
yeah.
Now you got to listen. If you can't dodge it, ram it. You got to just be a truck now. You got to be a truck.
That's
his best bet.
That's a big.
I think he'll still be fast because he's fast, but the shifty and the cuts. Nah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Especially on this like this turf and these fields that they're playing on, which are proven very unforgiving to ACLs over the last few seasons.
Boy, if New York don't go ahead and get real grass in that damn stadium.
They done lost.
It's not funny, but MetLife done took a lot of people out.
They got Odell.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, Odell tore his ACL. No, he did tear it in New York.
Yeah.
Because he tore it in New York and then he tore it again in LA.
In LA. Yeah, he showed up to LA with a torn ACL.
I can tell you exactly how
Aaron Rodgers
got.
Remember, it done got soccer players too.
Sheesh. Did y'all know Odell was playing on a partially torn ACL the whole season that they won a Super Bowl in LA?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew it.
That's crazy. He pretty much gave his career up
for a Super Bowl.
For a Super Bowl, yeah.
So here this is just since 2020, but the injuries at MetLife Stadium are Nick Bosa ACL, Solomon Thomas ACL, Jimmy G ankle sprain, Raheem Mostert MCL, Sterling Shepard Achilles, Sterling Shepard ACL, Wan'Dale Robinson ACL, Blake Martinez Achilles, Shane Lemieux patellar tendon tear, Jabril Peppers ACL, Kyle Fuller ACL, Aaron Rodgers Achilles, Al Woods Achilles, Jalen Phillips Achilles, Andrew Thomas, Liz Frank, and Malik Neighbors ACL.
Hold on, one time. Go back to the receiver Robinson.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah. What's his first name one more time?
Wan'Dale.
All right, appreciate it. Somebody wanted to call that man Wanderlei.
I'm still calling him Wanderlei. That man named Wanderlei, man.
It's Wan'Dale, man.
I didn't say who.
Wan'Dale,
I didn't say who. I didn't say
it's
who.
It's Wan'Dale, bro. Come on, man.
Wanderlei. I'm sorry.
It's Wan'Dale, bro. Yeah. But yeah, so knowing that knowing that that's kind of the situation with the turf in the league, and ACLs are very, very, traumatic injuries, and him being an explosive player. You know, I don't know if he can recapture full cheetah status, but I think that I don't think his career is over though. I think he can still come back
It's not
and be
even the
very
ACL
serviceable.
that I'm worried about more than the dislocated knee. Once your knee cap, that means your kneecap moves from where it's supposed to be.
No, Jay, his knee dislocated to where the knee is on the bottom of the tib and fib come up, and that bone in the middle, his shit went backwards.
So even when they reset it and then hit, it's never 100%. It's never the same because you can't regenerate cartilage. So the cartilage that was holding it in place has now been damaged forever.
Yes.
So that's more that MCLs, ACLs, they heal perfectly. So the ligaments isn't the problem. Once you dislocating that knee, that's the biggest problem that's the biggest hurdle that he has to come back from.
Is it true that once you dislocate something, it becomes so easy to just keep dislocating it?
With knees and shoulders?
It was for Chris Webber with his shoulders. That boy was dislocating both his shoulders his first 2-3 years in the league. And he was rehabbing each time. And then he finally had to have them surgeries on him. But after the surgeries and when he got to Sacramento, he didn't dislocate him no more.
If we only had an expert who knew something about dislocating their hips, that they could have answered that question.
Well, that would be me, but I was born to dislocate them. It's like a snake dislocating his jaw.
He's like he morphing.
Yeah, I can dislocate my hips with ease. I can pop them in and out in a circle of motion.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Stop it.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Anyway,
that motherfucker like coffee, boy.
Anyway. The second part of that question though, what are some spots that he could possibly land at when he does come back?
Kansas City.
I knew it. And you know what?
So
and I thought about it too.
Yeah.
I was like, man, Kansas City gonna be calling. They like, yeah, just come on home.
Come on home, baby. Come on
Only
home.
for a sympathy tour though. Like
listen,
there's nobody else.
We didn't want him to leave. We just wasn't gonna give him that bread that he wanted.
Yeah.
Well, this man just threw a screen pass at the back of the running back head.
Hey, Dylan Gabriel just hand it off to him. It's easier.
He's like, you're supposed to have this ball.
Don't clown him too much. This all the freedom that Tom Brady had his first season, and they won the Super Bowl. So
look, man, y'all don't remember him in Oregon. Dylan Gabriel's okay, bro.
He wasn't terrible. He was not terrible at Oregon at all.
He is really. He's really good at handing that ball off.
He is excellent at handing off. Junkins is really, really good at taking the handoff from Dylan Gabriel.
I wonder how Junkins got them two iced out chains on his rookie contract. These boys spending money they ain't got.
He was the first rounder, wasn't he?
Yeah, he probably made more, and he probably made more at Ohio State than he making right now.
No, I don't think
he probably made more in high school than he made at Ohio State.
I think he was undrafted. No, he had a problem, right? It was he
got into. I think he got into some a little bit of trouble. Let me see when he got drafted. I think he got drafted, Jay, like in the second or third round.
Okay, Gabriel. So. Okay, Steve Young.
I was gonna say
that boy went at number 8, coming out of there looking like Steve Young with that left hand.
All he needed, not much size, little left on him, little lefty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would have. Hey, that dude that was running that post on the left side coming out the slot.
He got drafted.
I would have let that go.
Early second round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got drafted pretty quick.
36 overall.
Yeah, he was that dude at Ohio State for
but
sure.
He wasn't,
how are they punting from the 30? Didn't the dude fumble in their own territory in Minnesota?
No, he wasn't. They were down the field. They were in Cleveland's territory.
But they was like
it was the first play after a punt, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but they punted from like their end zone.
Oh, okay. Dang, so they messed their own field position up. They fumbled on the first play of the daggone drive, boy.
That's not good.
So outside of the obvious answer of Kansas City, is there anywhere else though that Tyreek Hill will make a good fit?
Not a contender. I mean, because if you bringing him in and you want to, so it depends on what type of money he want. Because I don't think no contender say, "Hey, I want you to be my number one guy."
Well,
coming off the team.
he definitely won't be a number one guy, but to me, it's more about what your receiving core looks like already. Like right now, in the way that Pittsburgh receiving core is set up, with they got big body receivers. Hell, even Dallas.
Yeah.
Cheat in there, but if your receivers are small and dainty like the ones in Kansas City, you really don't want to add a little bit more to that.
See, the thing about it is, though, Jay, let's say somebody like, let's say Dallas, right? If I want Tyreek Hill before the knee injury. I got two big receivers. Well, if you want to call CeeDee Lamb a big receiver, but I need a speedy slot guy that'll offset my guys on the outside. And I don't know if Tyreek Hill will be able to do that anymore.
Well, he definitely has to play slot.
Yes, he has to.
And believe it, but again, just seeing Hill right there on the back of his jersey, even if the speed's gone, it's going to demand respect, because it's going to take a while for other people to understand that the speed is gone.
Yeah,
because he'll show flashes of you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I just hope he can get back healthy. That's going to, and the thing about it is that even if you do sign him in the offseason, you have to understand that you're not going to get him back to like week 10.
I think he'll be ready.
I think it was early. I think it was early enough. He can come back.
He'll be ready week 1.
You think so?
Yeah.
At the latest, week 4.
They're calling it 9 months.
At the latest, he'll start the season on IR and be ready by week 5. At the latest.
Oh, I mean, it's an ACL, right? That was one of the tendons that tore in there.
Yeah, ACL
ligaments. Yeah, week 5. That would give him right at a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
So worst case scenario, best case scenario 9 months, worst case scenario a year.
And he'll still suit up next season as long as somebody gives him a contract. And I was actually, Corey, thinking about Dallas. Just as long as, they can work out and he can go on a discount, but that would give y'all a certified wide receiver trio for sure.
You better off signing T.O.
No matter what, it's a discount. He's not getting the money that he's getting now.
How many years does he have left on that contract in Miami? Is this it?
They said that he'll be an unrestricted free agent.
Now next year is his last year. But the last year contracts aren't guaranteed and this, that, and the third. So it kind of worked out for Miami. Also, if anybody's wondering, we won that trade.
Who'd y'all get out of it?
What we get out of it?
A pick?
Several picks that turned to be George Karlaftis, Trent McDuffie, and it was one more dude on defense.
Oh yeah, y'all lost the trade. Yeah, y'all lost the trade.
We lost the trade.
Yeah.
Dude, we got 2 Super Bowls out of it.
No, yeah. Y'all would have got that if y'all just released them. Y'all didn't need them dudes for them.
No, we definitely needed those dudes. Those dudes that were draft picks that we drafted. We had to rebuild our whole defense. Remember that first Super Bowl that we went to, our defense was ass. We won.
Lord have mercy.
You saw that? Yeah.
Lord have mercy, boy. Sheesh.
Hey, who's the worst quarterback starting right now than Carson Wentz?
He looked pretty good on that throw. Look, he said Dylan Gabriel. Carson Wentz threaded that thing in there.
Dylan Gabriel.
Well, speaking of Dylan Gabriel, while that game is going on right now, clearly he got the starting job after Joe Flacco wasn't getting it done, but we all knew that to be just a matter of time, right? But the funny part about it was that the QB chart only swapped Flacco and Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders didn't move anywhere. He's still the emergency quarterback. Do y'all think we'll see Shedeur at all this season?
Yep.
No.
Now you will.
I don't think so. I don't, and I would prefer not to see him this season. Let that dude just sit, because all of this is making it better for him. Let that dude sit all year round. Let him even sit next year. You know what I mean? Just let him learn and chill. He'll be fine. He'll be all right. You know, I wouldn't want to play for somebody that don't want me either. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a different situation if you got Aaron Rodgers in front of you and you drafted Jordan Love, and the plan is for you to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a year or two, but eventually it's your team. But this is not that situation for sure. This is, hey man, we're gonna make you sit, and nobody's gonna know why. You know, everybody's just gonna guess and speculate while you're sitting, and you got Rex Ryan on national TV alluding to the fact that he ain't watching film or not sitting in the front row at film study, and this is coming from no information he's getting. He's just guessing. Like, it's got to be a reason why you're so good and can't get in the game. It's got to be a reason. So what are you not doing, or what are you doing to jeopardize that? So, you know, that's what people are left to thinking, because this is just a horrible, unorthodox situation that Cleveland put him in. You know, this all on Cleveland. You know, Shedeur, you know, he didn't ask for this, but hopefully he get a shot.
I disagree, man. I disagree.
Okay.
Number one, moving him to backup quarterback does nothing for him. Moving him back up, because let's say right now Dylan Gabriel go out here and get crunched. Then the first time we see Shedeur is in relief, and that's not a good situation for him to be in. You know what I mean? I think they'll showcase him, because Cleveland's going nowhere fast. Once they lose about 3 or 4 more games, they'll put him out there. Man,
but they ain't even got to showcase him though, Jay. Like, if they could trade him now and get decent value right now without him even playing a game, just out of the curiosity from teams, right?
What can you get for him?
You probably could get, if you drafted him in the 8th round, what they draft him in? 6th round,
like 5th, I think in the 5th.
6th or 7th round or something like that. If you draft him then and he ain't and it ain't even been in a season yet, and he ain't done nothing to make you think he can play, there's no way you can ask a competent GM for anything more than the 6th round. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you can't ask for more than you was willing to pay for him just 4 months ago.
Right. So if I trade him to New Orleans, right, he becomes a serviceable quarterback in New Orleans for 6 years, right? And I'm still drafting quarterback number 43, 44, 45 for these next 6 years. Then I look like an idiot because I had him on my roster, but I wouldn't play him. Mm-hmm. My thought behind the entire Shedeur Sanders thing is this. You drafted Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round, and if you read the article on the Big Sports Network, like how they came to the decision to play Dylan Gabriel, the only reason they played him is because of where they drafted him. He was like, he was a 3rd round pick. That's where we're gonna play him.
Correct.
And then you turn around and draft another quarterback in the 5th. And it's obviously somebody in that organization that did not want him. And I totally believe in my heart that the head coach does not want him. The owner wanted him. And I believe the owner probably wanted him in the 3rd round, but he chose Dylan Gabriel. And then he went in there in the 5th round and told him, you will draft Shedeur Sanders. He's still sitting there. You going to draft him. And it was probably a back and forth like, well, we got Dylan Gabriel. No, you will draft Shedeur Sanders. The head coach, until the head coach changes in Cleveland, and he'll lose his job behind it. I believe he'll lose his job behind it before he'll play him, because he knows if he goes in there and he balls out and I can't take him out now, but the relationship between me and you is already broken. That's broke. You understand what I'm saying? But now I got to kiss your ass because you my starting quarterback, and I got to sit up on the stage and say all the nice things about you. Oh, he played wonderful today. He did this. He did that. Like, you see how he answers questions now about Shedeur Sanders?
I never even paid attention. I've never heard Stefanski speak. I just don't want to
listen. He the fact that he keeps his job year in and year out baffles me.
Yeah,
wild.
Kevin Stefanski and Arby's. I don't know who keeping them in business.
No idea.
Arby's and Kevin. Well, the curly
Mel.
fries are good at Arby's, but
Mel,
yeah.
you've gone to Arby's.
And dog, I like the beef and cheddars, and I like the curly fries, but it ain't enough for me.
You
Now,
keep
it's
Arby's in
nostalgic.
business.
It's nostalgia
Not as-
for me.
not-
That
yeah, I'm about
was
to
my
say-
oldest sister's first job. I used to tear them beef and cheddars up every night.
Yeah, that was my brother's first job, and I probably eat at Arby's right now maybe once every 6 to 8 weeks.
Hey, I
Yo,
might
I don't
go
know
get
what it
some
is,
Arby's.
man, but beef and cheddar just don't sound good. Like, I need you to stop saying
unless
beef and cheddar.
unless they on some
comfortably.
Tim's beef and broccoli or something like that. Hey, but look, listen. So, this reminds me of the situation that got Doc Rivers fired in L.A. with the Clippers. Steve Ballmer come in his first year as the owner. He wants to draft Michael Porter Jr. so bad. Doc Rivers was like, no. And when Denver put them out of the playoffs, I think Michael Porter Jr.'s second year in the league, and he was a big reason why Denver beat them. Steve Ballmer was so pissed off he fired Doc Rivers. So, like Corey said, this situation with if it is the case that the owner wanted Shedeur, the head coach didn't. Shedeur is in the building. Stefanski cannot let Shedeur go out there and play because first of all, you already look dumb, and and even the NFL kind of look dumb if you draft a quarterback before Shedeur, but then you play Shedeur ahead of him because he outplayed him at training camp for whatever reasons. You already look bad because all the reasons why you claim Shedeur fell so low becomes untrue, right? Yep. And it's obviously untrue because now you're playing him like he's the guy, right? So they just got to make their lies seem true by keeping this dude on the bench. I mean, it is what it is.
You can't play him. You can't play him. You can't put him as the backup quarterback either because Dylan Gabriel, if he gets hurt, right, and you push Shedeur in, and you're like, damn, this offense all of a sudden took off. Then what do you do with your third round pick next year? Well, you trade him. You know what I'm saying? What do you do?
Yeah.
And the only team that something similar to this happened to was in Washington with Robert Griffin Jr. and Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Oh.
And you see what happened. The coach got fired and both players left. And then you left with nothing.
That was a terrible situation, by the way.
Terrible.
How do you even I don't know. I want to go down the rabbit hole real quick with you guys and play 6 degrees. Do y'all think that Shedeur isn't in New Orleans right now because they're waiting for Arch Manning, and New Orleans is probably kicking themselves right now because they're seeing that Arch Manning isn't what they thought he was going to be.
What the hell are you waiting on Arch Manning for?
Shout out to my Gators.
That was hard to watch yesterday. Jeez. But it to be honest, it really wasn't Arch Manning. It was the Texas defense. And damn DJ Lagway woke up.
Dude, I said to myself, where the F is this kid every other week? Like, I know I see him back there. I see the jersey. I see his head. I see his helmet. But where he be?
I've been telling people Lagway was a stone cold killer here playing high school football here in Texas. He played at Willis High School down by Houston. He was a stone cold killer, and he just hadn't showed up. But I've been saying all week long, because I talk college football at work all the time. I said, if that dude wakes up, and this would be the game to wake up in, if he wake up in this game, Texas is in trouble. And I'd be damned if he didn't wake up.
Now let's see if he doesn't go back to sleep for the rest of the season. Jeez Louise.
If he stays close to this, like Florida's got a really good football team.
Man, listen, the LSU game, that man threw 5 picks.
Yes.
5.
Yep.
And as a coach,
that man
we never get to 5.
Boy. That boy was throwing that wham in a circle, wasn't he?
Wow.
We never get to
Give
5.
me that.
Once you get to 3, man, you over here with me.
Yeah, you gotta come sit down.
Yeah. We'll put you back in next week, but I don't care if I got to throw a running back out there. Hey, somebody go get 15. Somebody go get number 2.
Yeah, you will not be having a chance to throw that 4th and 5th pick.
And if you get the 4, 5 is never happening. I don't care if it's 1 second left on the 5. At no level. If we're in the NFL and I got 15 with me, he throw 4, 5 ain't happening.
Right.
Hey man, it's not your day, Brody.
It's just not.
Yeah,
Man, go ahead and sit it down.
Yeah, man. We live to fight another day. Because at 4, you already lost the game. The game's over.
True.
But they still had a chance to beat. They still, by the time he threw his 3rd
Not
pick,
a-
they still had a chance
not
to
if
beat
you-
LSU.
Not if you Kirk Cousins. If you Kirk
Remember-
Cousins, you can throw 4 picks and still win.
Didn't Russ throw 5 picks in the NFC Championship game and they still won?
Maybe.
He might have. I know for sure.
Legion of Boom was different.
It was.
Yeah, I know for sure. A couple years ago, Kirk Cousins was down by almost 30 to Indy, threw 4 picks in that game, and then threw 4 touchdowns and 400+ yards, and they
He
won.
threw the 4 picks in the first half and the 4 touchdowns in the second half.
Yeah.
He went to the locker room and dropped Michael Jordan's secret stuff.
Yeah.
So 4 picks don't mean you out if you Kirk Cousins. But I don't like how this Shedeur situation is getting handled. I hate to see him kind of, for lack of a better term, kind of rotting on the bench. You just kind of wasting his potential. But
Listen, he's gonna play. He's too popular and he sells way too many jerseys for Cleveland not to play him this year.
Russ threw 4 picks in the 2015 NFC Championship game against the Green Bay Packers, and the Seahawks won in overtime.
But if
Let
we,
Russ
like
cook.
Mel said, if we do see Shedeur, it's gonna be, when the season is pretty much lost, there's nothing really to play for. So you're throwing him out there in effectively garbage time, right? I don't want to see Shedeur in that.
That's
And
what
that's
you're gonna
just-
see,
that's-
man. Though, Chris,
Hey, real quick, who did y'all pick for this game?
I picked Minnesota.
Oh,
I picked Minnesota.
I gotta go double check. I don't even know.
I picked Minnesota, and I don't know why, because I forgot Carson Wentz was the quarterback.
Yeah, but because Dylan Gabriel was starting.
Yeah, probably why.
No, I picked Cleveland. I did. I picked Cleveland. Don't know why,
All right,
but I missed the Rams and 49ers already. So
Moving on from-
you didn't pick that game. I didn't either.
no, I picked the Rams to win. I
That's the
didn't-
same as
the
not
Rams-
picking. That's
the
the same
Rams-
as not picking.
Did it?
The Rams were supposed to win, but Sean McVay decided to have his head up his ass last play of the game. But
Man, I picked the Vikings. Yeah, I picked the Vikings on this one.
moving on, man. So the Lamar Jackson went down with a hamstring injury in the Week 4 game against the Chiefs, dropping the Ravens down to 1-3. And they also going against a equally struggling 1-3 Houston Texans today. But Cooper Rush is getting the start. Lamar Jackson is out. As you can see on the graphic, the Ravens are 4-10 when Jackson is not playing. When Jackson doesn't start. Can the Ravens survive? Do they have enough to survive? Already being down 1-3, being at the bottom of the division. Is it too much to ask for them to stay afloat in Lamar's absence?
Nah, I mean, that's what backup's supposed to do. Come in and give you 2 weeks and keep your head above water, especially when you bring in an all-world running back like Derrick Henry. So the reason why the Ravens aren't working right now is because their run game is supposed to be a big piece of what they do to set everything up, and Derrick Henry is a big piece of their run game. With him fumbling in 2 big games that led to them losing those games, they done lost trust in Derrick Henry and giving him the ball. So he got the ball a little bit less last game. Justice Hill was running all over the place. But they need Derrick Henry to be King Henry And to be King Henry, he got to stop fumbling, right? And once that happened and they get their run game back on, I think everything else will start clicking for them. But right now, they can't trust Derrick Henry.
If
And
anybody,
they'll win today, and they'll be fine.
if anybody
They also got a lot of hits on defense. They just lost. Matabike is out for the season.
is he out
Their
for the
interior,
season?
they said he's out for the season. Their interior D lineman, who is a pretty significant piece. Roquan Smith also is not playing today, and I think Van Noy still might be out as well. So they're banged up on defense as well. I don't know. I mean, I want to say that on paper, still currently they can beat the Texans, but seeing the product that the Ravens have been putting on the field lately, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, that defense is the real problem. That's gonna be harder to fix, but they got a lot of injuries too. But I think it's easy to fix that run game.
Listen, guys, they should have beat Buffalo.
Correct.
And Derrick Henry fumbled away from going down there and tying it up with Detroit.
All right, they should have beat both of those teams.
Yeah, they're not as bad as people think they are.
Correct.
Playing against the Chiefs, that's an outlier, mostly because they never really do well against Kansas City. Like it just is what it is. So, and then Houston, dude, CJ Stroud, I think he got kidnapped or something. I don't think that's him.
I told y'all that he was the sophomore slump last year, and this year he's down to earth where he should be. Man, these quarterbacks coming in and lighting up with no game film on them, just like Jaden Daniels, man. People gonna caught up to him. You know what I mean?
Well,
so they got to make an adjustment now. Like they came in and took everybody by surprise as rookies, and then everybody adjusted to them, and now we get to see them making adjustments.
They got to grow their game. Yep.
Yeah. And if they don't, then but it can happen. Look at Sam Darnold and Mac Jones right now. You know what I mean? So
look at who?
Sam Darnold and Mac Jones.
Oh, well, I ain't know who the hell that first dude you said was.
So if anybody can come in and eke you out of victory, it's Cooper Rush. You do it for Dallas all the time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You know for a fact Cooper Rush ain't rushing the ball today.
No, he's not. He's not.
So now you let your running backs be your running backs. They got Bateman, Zay Flowers, and D Hop. Their receiver core is okay. Isaiah Likely, and Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
Listen, play a traditional offense. Houston's defense, everybody keep talking about how good Houston defense is. Listen, you can beat them. Everybody else has. Like the game they won was against Tennessee. And then the quarterback said, man, we ass to keep it a buck.
Yeah, but if they do lose this game to Houston, is it time to push the panic button?
Yeah. I just don't think they'll lose.
In Baltimore, the panic button is fire John Harbaugh. That's the panic button. They're not going to push that. There's no.
Should they though?
They start blowing and cleaning off the case to flip it over to push the button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Again, sometimes lateral moves like help. I think you take John Harbaugh and put him anywhere, he'll be okay. Maybe just not in Baltimore anymore. Maybe the time is just expired.
Mm-hmm. But if you looking at it now, and yes, it's still early. We're only in week 5. But say they lose today and drop to 1-4, and Steelers are what 4-1 currently,
Yeah.
or they have the potential to be 4-1. A catastrophic collapse from Pittsburgh and an astronomical run from Baltimore would be needed to swing the tide, because you need 4 weeks to get back even, and then more weeks after that to secure a lead. At this point, if they lose today and Pittsburgh keeps going on the road that they're going, the playoffs might not be reachable for them. At which point I think that there needs to be some office changes, in my opinion.
I mean, see these changes after a down period. I think it's for certain teams, organizations, and certain type of front offices, man. Like we seen Popovich have down seasons with San Antonio, and then they next thing you know they right back in the finals. So sometimes you just got to realize when you got somebody that's worth keeping, and if it's worth riding the wave of a down period and figuring out how to get back on top. And I think Harbaugh. I mean, you're not going to find better. I mean, how many is it? What, a handful of coaches better than Harbaugh? If that,
none that's currently unemployed. I tell you that.
Right. Who you go replace? You get what I'm saying? Who you want to bring in? Right. So
They're going to try to go get Nick Saban. We know what happened last time he was in the league.
Exactly. So I'm not big on making huge changes, man. Weather the storm, man. Everybody's so quick to daggone pivot.
But see, here's the thing. My thing is this with Pop, I feel earned that. He got you 5 rings, right? John has only gotten you 1 in 18 years.
Yeah, but Pop only got 1 ring before he got the 5. He only had 1, and then he hit rough patches. Like he didn't come in and get 5 rings in 1 season. He definitely didn't get 5 in 5 seasons.
That's also not true, though.
It's not true. Okay, he came in.
He was winning on the odd years. He got it in '99, then he got 1 in 01.
Okay, and then David Robinson retired, and then what happened?
And then the Lakers ran off a 3-peat. Then he got 1 in 07.
That's 3 straight seasons you ain't getting in there.
Yeah, they didn't go 05, so then he got 1 in 05. Yeah.
Okay.
So 4 straight seasons he didn't get 1. But again, like I get what you're saying. And the NBA is easier to stick with a coach more so than it is in the NFL.
But why?
You got to ask the owners. You got to ask the guys cutting the check. You got to ask them. And them will be like, man, damn you. You know what I'm saying? And again, usually once you make a coaching change in the NFL, you are saying that I understand that it's going to take me 3 to 5 years to at least get to championship level.
Right.
Because it usually takes 2 to 3 years to turn around a program.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that new coach got to bring in the guys that he wants. He got to make the draft picks for the people that he wants, the coordinators that he wants. So that turnover process is going to take a minute, getting that old regime out and bringing the new regime in.
Quick question here. You like what y'all got in Detroit as far as head coach and the way the GM is bringing in players, Chris?
For sure.
Okay.
But it wasn't overnight, though. Like, we had to...
Right, I get that. It wasn't overnight, but I'm asking you this. How many seasons of whatever the Ravens look like this season, how many times do you need to see that to make a whole change from Dan Campbell and shift everything?
Say that one more time.
What you're saying from Baltimore this season, how many times do you need to see that in Detroit before you say it's time for Dan Campbell to go?
That's a good question. Honestly, I think it's different. Before I answer that, I think it's different for Baltimore because Baltimore, although they have been by definition winning, he can't get to the ultimate goal. Like, he always ends up getting stopped short. And I guess the same can kind of be said for Detroit as well, although Detroit has been actively progressing, but it's only been 5 years and then only 3 years of playoff success, or 2 years of playoff success, right? So there's still a bit of a longer leash because this is something that's still being built, right? But this has been John Harbaugh and Baltimore for the last decade.
I think you give the guy with proven success more leeway than you give the guy that built something from nothing. in Kansas City, we could have 6 straight losing seasons, and I don't think you call for Andy Reid's job. Well, because of his age, you probably do. You just like, does he still have what it takes to get it done? Da 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 da. But like, dude, remember the year before he got here, you was 2-14. Don't ever fucking forget. You know what I'm saying? And
but I think Andy Reid is the one that has
in the 12 years that he's been here, he's gave you 3 Super Bowl rings. In the 50 years of your history before that, you had 1. Like, so, you know, so sometimes, again, with Harbaugh, remember, Baltimore is really the Cleveland Browns. You know what I'm saying? There is no success in Baltimore without Harbaugh.
The ceiling is the roof.
It's both of them, and the floor is the ceiling too. Like he is the history of Baltimore success. Like that team was in Cleveland, bro, and they wasn't shit.
And in fact, not only do you not let him go, in fact, cut the check.
Yeah, give him some more money.
Extend it, man.
And tell him, man, look, whoever you want in college, we can get. We'll get you whoever you want.
We'll bring your brother in here to be the defensive coordinator if you want it.
Listen, people forget, man, this dude was a special teams coordinator all the way to a head coach, man. Like,
so the NFL's Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he was the equipment guy. He was in there washing jerseys. Now he the GM, and that, well, almost a GM. We know Rouse is running that. But yeah, man. I mean, Harbaugh, he all right with me, man.
Yeah, he need to be the constant, and I'm glad you brought up Miami and Pat Riley, but he needs to be the constant in Baltimore, like Pat Riley, the constant in the Heat. LeBron came through there, left. Wade came through there, left. Bosh left. Ray Allen left. Haslam, he lasted the whole time. Jimmy Butler came and left. Like,
but remember,
all of them tried to get Rouse up out of there. All of them had an issue with Rouse, and Miami is like, Mickey Rooney is like, nah, Rouse, our guy.
Remember with Harbaugh, he had to pivot from Joe Flacco. He had to pivot from a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He had to pivot, and they had a couple down years.
Defense for Ray Lewis.
Yeah, he had to pivot a couple different times. So the one thing that we know about Harbaugh is that even right now in a down season, in a down situation, even in a down season, in a down situation, I'm not saying it's time to move on from Lamar, but maybe it's time to reshuffle and give Lamar a different set of help, or some different. I mean, listen, man, people talking about Baltimore, but what people not talking about is that O-line isn't holding up like you thought it would.
It's not.
So they're losing these games at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I mean, what Detroit sacked them 7 times?
Yeah, both
7 times.
They're losing.
So you know it's not your it's really not your coaching. If the guys on the front line ain't holding up, offensive and defensively, you won't win many games. Now Lamar is taking that in spite of and putting them in positions to win games that they have no business in. So even though it just hasn't materialized right now, I tell you what, they also a victim of their schedule. If their first 5 games was against Cleveland, the Jets, the Saints, and whoever
Giants,
else.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, they'd be 5-0.
Facts.
And wouldn't nobody even and they'd still have the same problems, but wouldn't nobody be talking about the issues in Baltimore?
Because they'd be 5-0.
Because they'd be 5-0.
Yep.
So is it safe that we can call this a one-off season? So, like,
I mean, they got work
injury.
To do.
Yeah,
I'm not
injuries
calling it
and
yeah. They have work to do. It's not over. You know what I'm saying? The problem with Kansas City, them boys went to 3 straight Super Bowls and didn't address the problems that they had. It took losing that 3rd Super Bowl for them to say, "Hey, we got work we need to do." And sometimes winning hides the problems that needs to be addressed.
This guy
Very
look familiar. I don't know who this is. Ghetto see the Don. I don't know. I thought it was my dog Terrell at first.
It do kind of look like real, don't it?
Look like it do look like real. It also looked like Minnesota about to get a touchdown to end this game.
I hope so, because
you picked them. How many timeouts? They got one timeout, 54 seconds left. And they at the first and goal at the look like
first and 10. They inside the red zone for sure.
Inside the red zone for sure, yeah. First and 10. So
get that motherfucker off the screen, bro. Fuck Jim Schwartz.
Why you don't like Jim Schwartz?
Come on,
you know
Carson
damn well why I don't like Jim Schwartz.
Don't do nothing stupid, Carson.
Jim
Empty backfield. Lord have mercy. Screen pass.
Shut up, Jay. You know exactly what Jim Schwartz did. Jim Schwartz was terrible.
But he didn't do nothing to you.
Chris, let's see how they use this. You see how they doing? See, you wanted when we was talking the other time, the clock is ticking and they look poised and they going no huddle. They wasted about, I ain't gonna say wasted, but they used about 8 to 10 seconds.
Well, that's
because they still got a timeout. They got a timeout and they got the field goal in the back pocket.
Touchdown. That was a good pass, boy. That was a good pass.
Minnesota got away with a false start.
You're ahead of
that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a good pass.
That's beautiful.
But see, and here's the difference. Here's the difference, Mel, right? So 1, Minnesota still had a timeout. 2, Minnesota had the field goal in the back pocket to tie if need be, right? And 3, they're trying to burn as much clock. So if they do get the touchdown, Cleveland has no timeouts. They have to go the whole field in 20 seconds to get a touchdown and take the lead back.
Hold on. This can't be understated, and I need y'all to understand this. You see what having a receiver back from suspension does?
You're right. You're right, Jay.
I can't wait for 2 weeks. 2 weeks y'all asses on the clock. Overstand that.
Chris, what you just explained though is the same thing that I felt like was going on with the other team.
Yeah, not with
the only difference is the only thing is they made a mistake and burnt that one time out they had, and it jacked their whole game plan up.
But it was LaFleur's fault.
Yeah, he burnt that time out.
LaFleur could have got that, but not even just after he burnt the time out. He could have got that play in a lot quicker. Everybody's looking at him like, what the fuck you want to do? And he looking at y'all like, what y'all doing? And you're like, hold on. You the leader. Lead.
LaFleur.
All right.
Dang,
so
Carson Wentz came back, baby. Look at Garrett.
Looking like Philadelphia Super Bowl year Carson Wentz. Just a little bit.
That year he was what he got hurt like week 8.
Yeah, he got hurt like week 8, week 9. But they were whatever and
he was on pace for MVP season, and he ain't looked like that since then.
Yep.
Well, yeah, his career died for his mega sins, but it looked like he's resurrected.
But if you believe the Eagles got rid of Foles, who won them the Super Bowl, and stayed with their guy. So and I'm telling you, the 49ers, hey, listen. Fuck that contract. See if somebody else will eat that apple.
For real.
All right.
See if somebody else wants some of that apple.
For real.
Moving on. Let's see if we can just get this, because we've been missing this one for the last couple of weeks, and we were supposed to be getting into it. So try to get into it, spend 10 minutes on it. Just let's get the names out there first, because I think defense is going to be harder than offense. We already knew what it was with Jerry Rice and Barry Sanders, Jim Brown, so on and so forth. I think defense would be a little bit harder. So let's try and get through the door.
You got 5 names.
With some names.
I can end it with one name.
You got 5 names.
So let me hear what you got.
Now you got 5 names. You got 2 letters.
For real.
El Tizzle.
Yeah, El
The discussion's over.
I mean, if you want to make it clear that there's a couple people that you can mention in the same breath as him, and Reggie White is one of them.
Reggie, for sure.
I'll give you that.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question.
The other two names is the 2 greatest cornerbacks that you probably ever seen. Prime time. And Mr. Green from Washington.
I ain't putting Green in there.
Man, that man stayed a corner for 40 years, bro.
Yeah, he did. He
didn't even have to switch to safety.
He did play corner for 36 years. You ain't lying.
Hold on. 7 seconds left. They at the other 49. See what they do.
Hail
Oh,
Mary to the end zone.
Listen, it's Cleveland. I guarantee they fuck it up.
He picked it up.
Interception at the 1 yard line.
Told you.
Yep.
Told you.
Ball game.
How did I know
All right.
this?
Oh, they
So,
called
let me-
something. They called
Did
something.
they?
What they call? They call pass interference. You can't call
If
pass
they call
interference.
passing,
on a
you
Hail
can't
Mary.
call pass interference on a Hail Mary.
You can't call it on a Hail Mary.
They never do because it's always pass interference.
If
a
you
Hail
do,
Mary.
Oh, no, they
Is it-
blew the whistle pre-snap.
Oh. Prior to the ball being
Oh no,
snapped.
they called something.
they call something.
It was timeout Minnesota.
called a timeout.
Timeout Minnesota. Okay.
Sheesh.
So why they
Jay,
do that? So I got a question.
Cleveland finna win. Watch. Watch.
Lord have
I got a
mercy.
question for y'all, right? So yes, of course, we know the LT, we know Prime, right?
Wait. He called the timeout and the ref didn't give it to him. And then after the daggone interception, they was like, "Oh no, he called timeout."
I want that damn timeout. I don't want that time. Look at him. Look, he
Hell
mad
nah.
as hell. I didn't want that timeout.
He shook his head. No, he went to the ref and he shook his head like,
He said, "No, I don't
Nah.
want that. Never mind."
"Yo, that is insane, man. They about to get this on the day."
Watch
on
that
the
man.
record.
Watch him catch this
Hold
Hail
on.
Mary.
Hold
Watch
on.
him catch this.
Hold on.
Watch him catch this.
They better
Don't
not put nobody on the line.
Oh,
Yo,
they
that
blitzed
is
the shit out of his
insane.
ass.
Oh, they
look at
stepping up too much.
Call that
They
timeout.
stepping up too much. They stepping up too much.
Why did they do that? That was so stupid.
No, that was he didn't get out of bounds enough.
That was so stupid. Why would you
Yeah,
run a
that was
play?
trash. All right.
Dylan Gabriel for you. Anyway, go ahead.
let me ask you a question, right? So we know about LT, know about Prime. Can we start putting Aaron Donald in the conversation?
Sure.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
Yes. Absolutely.
You put him in the conversation, but
He's not gonna last long, but he can be in there.
You can also put Derek Thomas in the conversation.
Yeah, you can put Bruce Smith in there.
Yeah, that,
I mean,
you can put him there.
You can put Myles Garrett. There's a lot of people you can throw in there.
Right.
But when it comes to LT,
JJ Watt.
It ain't
That's a good
gonna
one to
stack
throw
up
in there
against
too.
LT, man. Like I would have to hear, like, I can't make the argument for it because my mind is already made up. Someone's gonna have to make the argument for another guy over LT as it comes to being a pass rusher, right? And that comes from edge, that comes from the down lineman, and it also comes from any other position that rush the quarterback, right? LT is that
also
dude.
we would be remiss if we didn't say Ray Lewis too. But again,
Put him in there, yeah. But I mean, let's do it this way, like we did the offense, Chris. We broke it down in different categories. So what would be the defensive categories?
You want to do linemen, linebackers, and secondary?
Sure.
Well,
All right.
it's hard to do. It's hard to do defensive linemen. It's hard to do defensive linemen because that includes your defensive ends.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole.
That's two separate categories then.
You want to make it 2 separate? You want to do tackles and ends?
Yeah. So look at it this way.
Interior linemen, like how many good interior linemen can you name right off the bat?
Warren Sapp,
Reggie White.
You got your Reggie White. You got your
Bruce
ADs.
Smith.
Bruce Smith was edge though.
He played a little bit of both. He was kind of like a hybrid. Like, would you put JJ Watt as an end?
Yeah, he got more success off of the end.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Chris Jones,
interior to me is Warren Sapp. That's interior.
Warren Sapp. Chris Jones is an interior defensive lineman.
Aaron Donald was technically interior as well too.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
Aaron Donald was an interior defensive lineman. Was Reggie White considered to be an interior defensive lineman?
Nah, edge.
Yeah. Nah, Reggie White was.
I thought Reggie played defensive tackle, right? Michael Strahan played defensive tackle.
But of everybody that we named right now, there's nobody, in my opinion, better than Reggie White.
Probably not.
Okay.
He's
I would have Reggie right up
so
there.
I would put backers and DEs together.
All right. So what about the outside linebacker, middle linebacker? I mean, because what LT did and what Ray Lewis did was pretty different. And then if we start seeing how they cover, other than just rushing the passer, you know what I mean? How they stop the run. Ray Lewis was really good at stopping the run. He also could pass rush. He also could cover a little bit.
I think the only thing that Ray Lewis did better than Lawrence Taylor is cover.
see, I had to go back and watch more film because I don't know how good of a cover linebacker Lawrence Taylor was.
Man, he was high on cocaine. He wasn't covering that much. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, he had his nose covered. That's for sure. His nose was covered.
All right, so
No.
But that man played with a flat top Jerry curl.
So we doing ends, tackles, linebackers.
But see, I
secondary.
would do ends and linebackers together.
Explain.
Because defensive ends, well, we really judging them, and for most of the linebackers for this list, we really judging them on how well they got to the quarterback.
Yeah, and that's unfair because it's more that you have to do. You know what I mean? If you're a linebacker. Well, so yeah, that's why I would separate
depending on your scheme. So some people run that. You remember back, especially you don't see it as much now, but a lot of people used to run them 4 linebackers, and some they dedicated inside linebackers was only pass rush.
You talking about in that 4-4 set?
Or 4-3-4. 3-4 used to be real big. You don't really see it no more.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of 3-4
Didn't Philly do that with Reggie White? And what's the other dude that they said was last name was Brown? That was like
Jerome Brown.
Didn't they run 3-4?
What was the other guy? Cox. Cox was the other guy on the line.
Okay.
Was it Brian Cox? He used to wear the neck roll.
Linebacker. Yeah, he was a line. I don't remember him in Philly. Though. I remember him with the Bears and a couple other teams. Miami.
I think he played in Philly. Hold on.
He was mean, boy. Brian Cox was mean.
It's a couple of cats back in the day that, and Randy, he might be right. They were in that 3-4 defense. But yeah, I guess they would be considered as defensive ends. They did line up. I mean, he's I guess he's right.
3-4 on those old Maddens used to be crazy.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I don't know.
But you got
guys.
I think the down linemen should all be categorized together, and the things that you got to do as a down lineman is you got to be able to stop the run and rush the passer. So that's regardless if you interior or in. And then I think linebackers should be judged by how they rush the passer and how they cover as well.
Here's where I disagree. This is where I disagree, because now with the offenses and how they throw it into the flat or whatever, DEs are asked to cover out the flats. They're asked to cover tight ends sometimes and everything. So that's more in a line to me with what linebackers are asked to do than what interior.
But let me ask you this, Jay. Let me ask you this, Jay. Are we putting anybody who currently plays in this list? Because if not, then none of that matters.
I think there's people you got to mention.
I ain't seen nobody better than Reggie White yet.
Miles Garrett and maybe TJ Watt will probably be the only 2 active that you could probably throw in this list. Maybe.
I would say Miles Garrett and Aaron Donald.
Well, Aaron Donald retired, so
there's some. But JJ Watt would be another person that you would have to put on the list too. Like recently retired. JJ was cold.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Nick Bosa might be better than TJ Watt though.
Whoa.
Nick Bosa?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Better than TJ?
Is he the best Bosa?
Nick in San Francisco, Joey in San Diego.
Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he left. Who in Buffalo now?
Joey.
No, Joey's in Buffalo.
Randy say, hell no.
y'all just saying that because they mega.
No, I think TJ.
That's part of
the Bosas are good. The Bosas are good. Don't get me wrong, but I think
the Watts are better than the Bosas. Easy.
Yeah, TJ doesn't have the benefit of having a good defense around him. You know what I'm saying? TJ's been doing this by himself.
The Watt brothers are pretty nasty.
I think Luke Kuechly is a better football player than TJ Watt. I'm sorry.
And that's fair. That's a valid argument.
I mean, it's fair.
Luke Kuechly was special.
Luke Kuechly is also better than both
Cleveland rookie quarterback since 1950. Dylan Gabriel had a 94.3 yard passer.
Because all he had to do was turn around and hand it off.
He did a really good job handling that ball off today.
He got 2
But
touchdowns.
I'm taking
turnovers.
I'm taking both Watts over both Boses though.
No, I don't disagree. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not.
I'm taking Myles Garrett over both Boses too.
But yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He the best defensive player in the league right now as far as pass rushing, and probably overall too.
I think Myles for sure is probably the only active player, for sure, without argument, that could be in this discussion.
We're gonna have to sit down and put some stuff on paper and do this more formally because this is hard.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, this harder than what I thought.
Because I'm thinking of linebacker names. I'm thinking of secondary names like Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed. Where are we putting Ed Reed at?
Oh, he's
very
the best
high.
safety to ever play the game.
Very, very high.
He's the best safety to ever play the game.
You see what I'm saying? So
the only person who had Ed Reed potential is Sean Taylor.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. And then where we putting Troy Polamalu at? You know what I'm saying?
So Ed Reed,
and not as high as Ed Reed.
Not as high as Ed Reed, but he's up there. So like this is
he was razzle dazzle though, man. He was breaking off from what they was really doing. It was all instinct and all that stuff, man. I like that, man. But
listen, he was head and shoulders above everybody for a minute. You get what I did? You see what I did there? You see what I did there? You see what I did there?
Hey, he would have drove New England crazy because if you think you about to sniff something out pre-snap and just do your own thing and we about to live with that. Nah, not in New England, dog. You can't do that in New England. You got to run exactly the way we said to run the play in the scheme. Yeah, all this cheating and watching the film that we done, and you ain't gonna do exactly how I said it. No,
he played off the top of the dome a lot. Agreed, but but they allowed him to do that in Pittsburgh. They allowed him to run around and just be a wild man.
I feel like it's the same as giving Steph the style. I feel like it's the same as giving Steph the permanent green light because it worked so well for so long. He did it so well. Why not let him do it? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Conversation gonna get intense, but I'm glad we finally able to open the door. We've been missing this topic for the last couple of weeks.
The door is open. You're right. That's it. It's a lot harder than what I thought it would be. You're just sitting here talking about it. Yeah.
Real quick though, before we close out, are y'all putting JJ McCarthy back in Minnesota, or y'all keeping Carson out there?
I think that one is a lot easier situation to gauge than it is in San Francisco.
A lot.
I think you have a veteran who has led a team before. I think you give him a chance to see what's going on. JJ's still young. JJ's still trying to figure it out. It might not be ready. They threw him in there because they wanted him to be the guy. He might not be ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Carson Wentz, you got JJ. I mean, you got Justin Jefferson. You got your guy back from suspension, right? So now you got a full receiving core again.
Yeah.
And the defense is still doing great things. So if you're winning, I think you kind of let Carson Wentz go with it. Let JJ watch. I think so until he told you otherwise.
Okay.
I like what I saw from him today.
I think it's a less volatile situation than Mac Jones and Brock Purdy.
Mac Jones paid Brock Purdy, but Mac Jones is taking over.
Yeah, but you paid Brock Purdy. You got Carson Wentz on a vet deal, and you got JJ on a rookie deal. So you're not really losing anything by letting one play more than the other.
Agreed. I see where you're going with this. I agree.
But if you let Mac Jones continue to play and your $256 million quarterback not play, that's a bigger issue here.
I think Jay has had the best scenario for San Francisco. If your quarterback, being Mac Jones, continues to play, you can do a rebuild right now by trading him for some picks to a team like New Orleans.
Facts. True. But would they get out their own way and make that move?
No, because John Lynch loves him. But
So that'd
if
be the biggest hurdle.
anything, you just made Mac Jones some money.
Yeah, he gonna get himself one more contract at least.
At least he'll get one more. And more power to him because he balling right now. I was like, damn, Mac Jones out there doing the damn thing.
Yeah, I was impressed, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, we got 5 minutes left before the rest of the Sunday games kick off. So real quick, as you can see, Pick'em League, the Man Down Pick'em League through week 4 plus a Thursday night. Britne somehow is in first place with a 2-game lead. Yeah, exactly. She got a 2-game lead over Jay, Mel, and myself. And then Corey and Zoe bringing up the rear in third place. I don't even feel the need to put
Did she
anybody
pick
else.
Minnesota?
Let me see.
Hold on, keep talking. I'll check. Go ahead.
I'm 3.
Okay.
I'm only
So,
we
yeah.
only 3 games out, baby. We all right.
Yeah, we
in
only
stretching range.
2 games down. That's today. We fixed that today. You get what I'm saying? She messed up today.
What you call it?
Separation.
Separation. Yeah.
Separation. She messed up today. We back in there, baby. You feel me? So so we ain't too far gone. It's a nice little tight race, man. I'm digging it, man. But let's go ahead and get into these picks, man, for the rest of the day, man. So Texans, Ravens, who you got?
First of all, Britne picked Minnesota. Sheesh, dang.
Mm.
But she also picked the Rams too, though. So
I think everybody picked the Rams.
But everybody picked the Rams. Dang.
Yeah, everybody.
We ain't getting.
You picked the Browns, huh, Mel?
No, I picked Minnesota.
I picked the Browns. What'd you say? What did you say? What was that? Yeah, I was.
All
right, go ahead.
All right, Ravens, Texans.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens though.
I'll go with the Ravens.
Yeah.
I want to take the Ravens, but I wouldn't be surprised if this one doesn't go their way either. Jay, what you Ravens?
Yeah, I took Baltimore.
All right. Giants, Saints, shit bowl number 1.
Give me the Giants.
I took the Giants too. I don't know if it's the injection of Jackson Dart or if the Saints are as bad as we think they are, but I think New York can win that game.
Jackson got a little sauce to him.
A little swag.
He got a little swag to him. I like him. Plus he get a
Mel,
line.
Jay, who you got?
Yeah, New York.
Yeah, I'm not picking the Saints.
No circumstance. I haven't found a circumstance yet that's gonna make me pick them.
I don't even know. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that joke. We'll go ahead.
Jay, Spencer Rattler don't give you no confidence.
Nah. I got more confidence in the Spencer's the store at the mall or a snake rattler that got hit by a truck. One or the other.
Okay.
Do y'all got a Spencer's in your mall?
Yeah,
we don't even have them all.
I got a Spencer's.
Y'all just wear
all right.
boots in Texas. Y'all ain't got no mall.
We ain't got no malls no more.
All right, Eagles, Broncos.
I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah, I took the Eagles in that one. Shit bowl number 2, Cowboys, Jets.
Hold on, I don't appreciate that. First of all,
give me the boys. Give me the boys. I'm a Cowboys fan now. Give me the boys.
I took the Cowboys as well.
Give me Rain Dakota.
Yeah, Dallas. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
All right, Raiders, Colts.
How about them Cowboys?
Raiders,
I'm never taking the Raiders.
Yeah, give me Indiana Jones. Colts are.
Oh.
Even if the Colts is on the road, they could beat the Raiders.
Yeah, they can beat the Raiders. I hope Jesse have a good game though.
That's a tough one.
Give me Indiana Jones. I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah, I think this might be the Raiders' week.
Indiana Jones.
Take them. Take the Raiders.
I don't know who I took on my pick 'em. So, but right now I'm rethinking it. But come back. Skip me on that one.
All right, shit bowl number 3. Shit bowl number 3. Dolphins, Panthers.
Dolphins.
I took the Panthers on this one.
Oh, good pick.
Good pick, Chris. Good pick. I like it.
Yeah, I took the Panthers on that one.
Great pick.
Buccaneers, Seahawks up in Seattle.
Oh,
both teams 3-1.
I took the Seahawks.
Let me see.
I took the
picked.
Bucks. I took the Bucks.
I took the Bucks against Philly too. So
They almost did it.
They almost did. Let me see who I picked. I picked the Bucks.
All right. Shit bowl number 4. Titans, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
The only way I pick the Saints is if they play the Titans.
It's too late, but I see a fantasy screw up that I did. I started Justin Herbert against Washington, and I should have started Kyler Murray against Tennessee.
Nah, that wasn't a mistake.
Now you can change it. The Chargers start yet?
I think it's 12:01.
No, both those are they're late. They're both late game windows. You can change it.
Okay.
I don't know why I told you that.
You shouldn't have.
Speaking of the Chargers, Commanders,
Chargers.
Commanders.
Yeah, I think they said JD5 is back, but I don't think that makes much of a difference. I got the Chargers. Sunday night,
I don't
Patriots, Bills. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Before we get to Lions, Bengals.
Lions
will lose.
Bengals will lose. Lions.
All right. So just give it a lie. All right. Patriots, Bills, Sunday night.
Bills.
Dude, I want to pick the Patriots so bad.
The Bills.
Yeah.
I'm picking Buffalo, but listen. I wasn't surprised about last week's Sunday night game. So I'm saying y'all again, man, don't be surprised if Drake made them win this game.
Another game I want y'all to revisit as well, and not to be surprised on. Y'all really need to revisit that Raiders game.
You think Geno can do it?
I think that rookie running back is starting to break out a little bit.
Yeah, starting to open up a little bit.
But do you think that's enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Raiders can get this game. And in that Baltimore game, even though we want to pick Baltimore, you can't underestimate how many defensive players they got out, man. It's unreal, the players they got out.
It's rough. So, it's rough. Those are some hard ones to call. And then Monday night, Chiefs.
We back,
Jaguars.
baby. We back, baby. I'm telling you. Listen,
that's
all gas.
I'm picking the Chiefs, but that's another one that y'all better be ready for. Jacksonville might get y'all something.
All gas, no brakes. They asses on the clock. Listen, I'm telling y'all. I don't know what happened, man.
Like this, man. Why you like this?
They asses on the clock.
All right, man. That's the time, man. That's all the time we got. Just a little bit over, but everything should just be about to kick off, man. So go enjoy your Sunday, man. Day full of football, man. And we'll catch you on it.
Give you a tidbit about the Cowboys. They are down 80% on their offensive line today. They got one starter.
Damn. I might have should have took the Jets.
Hey, I'll tell you something else about the Cowboys. Their backup offensive line is better than their starters. I don't know why they don't.
He might not be wrong. We about to find out.
Right, man.
I started Justin Fields against the Cowboys today and benched Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford had a decent game. Yeah. I hope Justin Fields can give me something, dog.
Good luck.
You
with
need
that.
Justin Fields to get you a career game to make up for putting Stafford on the bench.
And what's funny is that career game would be 22 points for Matthew Stafford.
Man, shout out to Steady 7 Sports, man. He part of KSAP and just simply ball dropping over there.
Oh, he completed his first pass for 4 yards. Good job, Justin. You got you some points. Mel, you on the way, baby. You on the way.
Look at that man start running. All right, y'all. I'm out, man.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your Sunday, man. We'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Yes, sir.